I'm just switch our food bags. You got no white utensils with you?
What's up?
You got no white utensils with you?
No what?
I got some right here. Get mad at you.
How about the big first? No food.
What's the shot? 22 and 23?
What? What? I forget about that. Necessary.
Still got some space in it. All right. Now we're going straight to my work. All right. Can we do something since anybody else here can work a little different? Because can I work with the problems with you? Can we do that?
What's going on?
I can work out the problems.
Just.
What is the impedance of the circuit? So I'm starting on hard AC circuit number 1.
You can't do it. Unless you want to do it on your paper.
Huh?
Unless you want to do it on your paper. It doesn't really matter, whatever you want. AC circuits, which one? Resonance and power, or?
Huh?
Isn't there more than one that's called AC circuits? Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, there's AC circuits and AC circuits resonance and power.
It's over 21.
21.
Unit 21. So.
Okay. AC circuits 1.
So Z is going to be R squared plus the difference of XL minus XC quantity squared. So we're going to do that. So that means they're going to find XL. So XL is going to be omega L. And XC is going to be 1 over omega C. L and C.
I'm just going to sit here until we need help.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather not interfere because sometimes people get too reliant when interfering
If
themselves.
you what?
Get too reliant.
Man, you having a bad day?
What?
So you having a bad day?
No, but I mean, no. If you don't struggle, you won't get it.
Right.
If you don't struggle through it alone, you won't get it. I mean, sometimes it's struggling too much is bad, but.
I get you. I get you. you dealt with that a lot, where people want you to pretty much do your work for them?
No, I mean, I don't mind doing, I mean, I've done this work before, so I can do it again, I don't mind that, but you're not gonna get any help if I do it for you, that's where I'm coming from. Sometimes it's easier for me to just do the work instead of explain it. But I mean that the internet, still no one's gonna get anywhere to do that. That's the thing.
Is omega one over F?
Omega,
Pretty good.
angular frequency.
That's one over F.
No, one above our F is time.
It's a
Period.
time period.
Yeah.
I think I'm at K.
What's omega? Units.
Radians per second.
Radians per second. And what's frequency?
So seconds.
Right. So you need to multiply frequency by radians. But how many radians?
Sentinel, so it's 2 times.
2 by F.
Yeah, 2 pi F. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you. I wake up in the morning, I go to sleep.
What?
If I wake up in the morning, I go to sleep. So Imax, I need to calculate Imax. So in the beginning, the capacitor is going to be like a wire, yes?
You're calculating IMAX at the beginning.
I don't have it up yet. I don't have it up.
I just want to see what you need. IMAX. So in an alternative, in an AC circuit, it's going to behave differently than a voltage. Because you see, when you have a voltage source and a capacitor or inductor connected to it, there's something that's first happening and then it's going to be steady forever, right? But in an AC, that's not going to be steady because every time it tries to be steady, that source splits. So Imax, you can't calculate it by saying that first it behaves like this and then it behaves like that. I mean, the easiest way to calculate it would be by knowing, I mean, you have multiple ways to calculate it, I guess. You want, again, what do you want?
Imax.
Imax through the circuit. Yeah. So, Imax is a circuit. Sometimes it'll give you energy, you can calculate it from energy. Sometimes you can, yeah, U total. And when all that energy, when all that energy is stored in the vector, that's your Imax. And sometimes you can also do, by knowing the equation for both. For example, the current through the circuit. If you know the equation for the current through the circuit, you can find the derivative and maximize that. Or set that to zero and maximize it. The IDT. The IDT equals zero. That's what you're doing. When that's equals zero, at that T, I is going to be whatever, and then plug it back into the equation. It depends on what they give you. So every question is going to be different. But in general, it's going to be difficult to set. At first, it's going to be like this, and then it's going to be like this. Because, I mean, it's reoccurring. Instead of there's a steady state and whatever. Preferably draw phasers, Alfred. Could you draw up phasers? Yeah.
So, why would I ask that question? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I need to find the time. What can we do? I do a phrase of time. I'll just try that phrase. I'll ask questions later.
What is it?
I'll ask a question later. All right, now I can ask a question.
Yep.
So, I need to find the time, T1, the first time after T is equal to 0, when the voltage across the inductor is 0.
When the voltage across the inductor is 0, T1 the first time, T0, okay. Voltage across the inductor is 0. All right.
Okay, so for my angle, I have negative 25.16. So when I draw my phasor angle, I have XL up, XC down, and the voltage is 25.6 degrees down.
All right. Okay.
So now I need to find my T1. So taking it through.
First time. When what is 0? Okay. When the voltage across
The inductor is 0.
is inductor is 0. Okay. So what's the beauty of phasors? When the voltage across the inductor is 0. So you can regard this phasor as something moving, right?
Right.
As this moves. And at what speed does it move?
Later.
Right. So
the time it takes it to go to one
right.
side.
It goes. The time it takes it to go to the thing. The time it takes it for the thing to go to 0. But you have to know how it's oriented in its initial position.
Okay.
Is that how it is oriented in initial position?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I calculate my angle. The first thing to the generated motion of the current is the same.
Yeah, but I mean, so that angle is constant no matter what the position is. That angle is always going to be the same. But I mean, that phasor is going to change. So what do you know about the initial conditions? Circuits conservative, resistor, capacitor, It varies in time as EM equals sine omega t. So at t equals 0, sine omega t is going to be sine of 0, 0. That means the voltage of this thing is going to be 0 at time t equals 0, right?
Right.
So that's not how it's going to be oriented, because here the voltage is negative.
So at t is equal to 0, t is equal to, that's what you're saying, right?
At t is equal to 0, we know that b is going to be equal to 0. This entire thing turns together.
Oh, okay. So, well, everything, so this is just being
So basically,
so, but this is, would be XL would be 0 at this point here, so I need 90 plus 25, 16? Or 15.16?
so that's going to be, so yeah, the angle between this and that is going to be 90 plus 25, between this and the positive. So it's going to be 180 minus 90 plus 25, minus 90 plus 25, away from being 0, right?
What? So I'll just add these two together. 90 plus 25.16.
Because you're going to do omega times how much? Times the theta.
So that negative theta, you're trying to convert it to positive theta?
Sorry, omega is distance, just theta over omega. But because you're looking at, so you're looking at how many radians it has to move until it gets to 0.
Okay.
And it's rotating in that direction.
Okay, so you're saying I need to just keep my natural number?
So omega is equal to theta over seconds. So you want seconds as theta over omega, right? Over omega. It's going to give you the time. It should give you the time for it to go from one place to the other. And your original theta is going to be XL is going to be at an angle of 90 plus 25 for whatever this is, 25, 90 plus 25 from this. That means it's going to be, and the first 0 is going to be here, right? Not here, here. Because it's turning that direction. So what I mean is, so if it's initial, it's going to be, this is 25, this is XL.
Oh, okay. You said just oriented towards positive.
And it's going here, this is going to be 90, 180 minus 90 plus 25. Right?
Yeah, so 65.
Yeah,
So
65.
64 points.
So it needs 65, so it's going to go 65 radians until it reaches 0. And you just want to know the time for it to go 65 radians. I believe that should work. And that's 5 demonstrations.
So I'm actually using phi, or am I using 180 minus the quantity? Because you got 90 minus 25.
180 minus 90 minus 25, which is, as you
This
said,
is, right, 65. But
90 plus, sorry. 90 plus 25, because this is 90 plus 25. You're just trying to find this angle.
so is that the angle that my t is then?
That's your angle, that's the angle that this has to travel until it reaches 0, which is, that's the angle you use to find t.
Right, which is 65. Okay. Makes sense. I didn't mean to do that. just go voltage again, so. Times are negative, so it's not a difference.
This is in degrees, though. This is in radians per second. Static watt shot per units. Worked? Hmm?
It's not being just a second. So if I would round it up, I know the first time I had it right. Which of the following statements is true? The voltage, I'm just speaking about something.
Yeah, that's right.
The voltage across the generator is zero when the magnitude of the voltage across the inductor and the capacitor are maximum. Okay, so now I'm going to say it out loud. So it's saying, which of the following statements is true? They do sound quite the same. The first one is the voltage across the generator is zero when the magnitudes of the voltage across the inductor and the capacitor are maximum.
Look at your phasor diagram.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to visualize. And so when I look at the values of when t is equal to 0 and b is equal to 0, they are, I wouldn't say neutral position. They're in the vertical position, which is the maximum value.
But the voltage across the generator is always
25 out of 8.
From our, yeah. So, this is 25. You're just starting. So you just have to see.
So,
The thing is okay.
right, so about, so here,
Then these are going to change.
it's going that way. So, so then the current will be 0. Right? Let me just lay on the sense of solving the current. Basically, they're
When one is lying on the horizontal, it's 0. When one is completely vertical, it's maximum. That's what the phasor tells you.
right, so the XL and XC are in the vertical position, they're maximum.
Yeah.
Right. So, then I came back.
So let's start with the first statement. What's the first statement?
The voltage across the generator
Uh-huh.
is 0.
Let's draw your phasor diagram. So this is the default case that you have, XL and XC. This is R, right? And this is going to be the voltage of the, well, it's going to be.
Let me tell you my answer that I believe it is first. The current in the The current is maximum when the magnitude across the inductor and the capacitor are maximum.
Current is maximum when the
magnitude of the current in the circuit is maximum when the magnitude of the voltage across the inductor and the capacitor are maximum.
no. Why do you do that?
Because I'm looking at the phasor diagram.
The current when the current is maximum, it means this is maximum.
Right. So if I rotate it, it's going to go straight across.
This is going to be your VO bar, right? This is going to be your VO valve. This is going to be your VC.
Oh, okay.
Start with the first segment. Start with the first segment, for example.
Okay, the voltage across the generator is 0.
The voltage across the generator is 0. Orient this until the voltage across the generator is 0. That'll give you this. This is going to be your negative 25. Since this is your horizontal, this is your horizontal, so that's going to be this is 0. This is V source is 0. This is VR, and this is VR. This is V. Is that statement true? The rest of the statement.
No.
Do that for the next ones.
Current in the circuit is 0. So if I say the current in the circuit is 0, just using this. And just use the phasor diagram, right?
Mm-hmm. The current is 0 when the voltage across the resistor is 0, right?
Right.
Right. So draw a phasor diagram with representing that, and see what happens with the rest.
Then this will rotate.
Uh-huh.
Right. So basically, I end up with this scenario right here. When that'll be right.
Yeah.
So that'll be the current is
0.
and not max.
Across the resistor 0.
Max. So I guess I said it wrong when I first said it. I said it backwards. I'll take the magnitude of the current.
It's maximum when the other ones are
Should be
maximum.
0. Yeah, I'm trying to use these phase diagrams because it makes sense when you're looking at it, especially how you explain it. VC. Voltage across the capacitor times. Correct me if I'm wrong. What is the voltage across the capacitor at time t is equal to 0? Or VC is equal to VD minus VA. So at time is equal to 0, I ended up with I max.
At time t equals 0, you ended up with I max. What is VC equals VD minus VA? So voltage across the capacitor.
Okay, good. Because of time was equal to 0, E was equal to 0.
When
So V was equal to 0 art gave me my current was, I don't know what my current was about that.
When? Phasor diagram. At time t equals 0, V source is equal to 0, so your phasor diagram is in this position, right?
That B is equal to 0.
At t is equal to 0. It's going to look like this, right?
Yeah.
Because your sine function is basically going to increase, and this, you know that this is, when it increases, it's going to draw this. So that goes?
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's in this position, not in this position, because they both start at 0. But in this case, it goes to negative then. So that'll be negative sine. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you know that it's in this position. And you want V of C at time t equals 0. What's V of C?
Like the physical number that BC is?
At this time. In this time. So look what the phasors represent. Again. Did you
So
see
it's not
that?
a max, it's less than max.
It's going to be less than max because if it was a max, it would be vertically downward or vertically upward. Right?
Right.
Okay. So look as it rotates. There's a nice picture that they show you on Smart Physics. I'm not going to open it up. I'll try to open it up while I'm doing the rest. So basically, as this phasor rotates, each one of the heads draws a wave, right? So as this is rotating like this, it draws this thing here. When it's back to 0, then it goes back to negative, and goes back to 0. That means at any moment, its distance from this axis is going to be the magnitude of that thing. So, in this case, the distance from here to here, because your sonic wave, as it's being drawn, when it's maximum, this is going to be here. When it's going down, it's going to be going down like this. It's going to be going down like this. It's going to be going back to 0 and up, and etc. So, because the magnitude of that thing is its distance from here, right? Because if you have this as a function of t, you're going to be v as a function of t, and v responds to the from the 0 from the x-axis. So that means the distance from here to here is the magnitude. Distance from here to here is the magnitude. That's why when it's vertical, its distance is the highest, and that's when the magnitude is the highest. And
Okay.
0.
So I can do my
trigonometry. Trigonometry.
right, but so we have to see this. I didn't know the values I'm using. So I would have the sine of 25.16 times the capacitor of XC.
Sine of. So. No, not sine.
That's going to be 90 degrees from there to there. So 90. So I'm going to have the difference between negative 25 and that. So I'm going to get 65 over there.
So this is 65, right? And this is 25, right?
Right.
And you're trying to find the
I need to come back to the maximum.
Yeah, you're trying to go here. So you're trying to find the y component of this phasor. If it was x component, you'd say cosine of 65. If it was y component, you'd say sine of 65.
Okay.
Or cosine of 25.
Right. I got that part.
Yeah.
We're trying to find the value. So am I multiplying the angle times the capacitance or XC?
Or it's what?
Am I using XC or am I using the capacitance?
What do they want? Depending voltage of the capacitor, then you're multiplying the maximum voltage of the capacitor, which is this, right? Times this component. So what is the component of this that lies on the y-axis? If this is VC.
Yeah, sine VC, but I got to calculate VC first.
Yeah. You don't have it already?
No, I didn't need it. So VC is going to be I max times XC, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I know that I don't usually use a what's it called, whatever sheet, equation sheet. Somebody shooting at us, we gotta get out of here.
Hmm?
Somebody shooting at us, we gotta get out of here.
What?
You hear that little noise?
Uh,
So what I came up with is my IMAX times XC times sine of the angle.
your Imax times XC, that will give you your VC, maximum VC, times sine of which angle?
25.16.
Why 20? Why sine of 25?
Like I said, we need to get back over here to this maximum, which is the vertical.
Yeah, you want to go. You want to take this, the y component of this. What's the y component of this?
VC sine of 25.16.
Sine of 25.6 will give you that. Right. Sine of 25.6 will give you that. Because you're going away.
That's why we would change it. Okay. I'm slow.
No, that's fine. But I mean, I don't know how you would remember that. How did I would always remember that. When I first got it. I mean, I think I still do that actually. I still only use cosines because I only remember that the cosine of the vector. I mean, the cosine of the angle between the two things will give you that thing. I mean, the cosine of this will give you that. And the cosine of this will give you that. Instead of, so I just convert it to two angles and then take the cosines instead of taking sines. So if you're going here, you take the cosine of this angle. If you're going from here to here, take the cosine of that angle.
Ask you if it's right or wrong, since it's a time.
Is it a timed question?
Yes, it's a time question.
Prefer, you know, I can look at it and see what's going on, but I can't confirm that.
No, you don't need to answer it.
What did he ask again? Can you go back? You might be missing one thing. The voltage across the capacitor. I didn't say the magnitude. I said the voltage.
Okay, so where am I going wrong?
It's in negative y direction.
Oh.
If they said the magnitude of the voltage, that would be right. But they said the voltage.
So that's how I was wondering about that. So I was like, okay, that angle. But see, if you take the cosine of negative angle, it's still positive.
But we're dealing with it as in, because I mean, in this case, that would be a negative angle. I mean, but geometrically, it would be a negative angle because it's going in that direction.
But the cosine of an angle
Cosine
is always positive.
Oh, cosine of the negative angle is also positive, yeah. And how does that work out geometrically?
Sine to go positive.
Sine of that would be negative, yeah. But still, it should. I'm not sure how it works out geometrically. But I mean, at that moment, you can see this pointing downward. So if you look at it,
But it's pointing to the right.
but downward. So its y component is downward and its x component is
Right.
that direction. Yeah. So I mean, the sine wave at that moment would be something like, so if it starts from here, it traces. I mean, yeah, if it starts from here, that's your axis. It starts from here, traces back to here, goes up, goes down, and then goes back here. At that moment, this corresponds to this. This corresponds to when it's here. This corresponds to when it's here. This, well, it should go back down to more because it's not at the maximum. This corresponds when it's here. This corresponds when it's here. So it's negative.
The picture.
Yeah, so it's negative. I mean, that's why it's negative. Let me actually continue doing, and let me see if I can find that thing.
I don't mind being wrong. I like to know what I am wrong.
Let's see. He showed this in class also.
First one to jump out.
Yeah. So, look at this. Look how it draws as it goes around. Like, they're gonna give you a graph here in a second, maybe. Okay, yeah. So look at each component, how it's drawn. Look at the red one.
Yeah, but I understood that part.
Yeah, okay. So that, I mean, imagining that will always give you a better idea of what's going on in the circuit.
No, the rest of it. So, 45 degrees. Now let me bring it to you. The best way to tell if somebody, hits it right. I just wrote that out.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you? Well, I'm saying it. Because it said
That's via bar.
The fee is 45 degrees.
That's via bar?
This one here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the equation? Did they give you an equation or did they just
Equation what?
For
Oh, no, it said fee is equal to 45 degrees.
Yeah, but it still doesn't tell you much because you don't know if it's cosine or sine. EMF of it's sine. EMF is equal to sine omega t, but since phi is 45, I mean phi plus. The circuit's conductor is a generator and just capacitor and inductor. Okay. EMF is equal to sine omega t. Okay. And the circuit is okay, 45 degrees. Yeah, that makes sense. Because the voltage of the inductor starts at 0, right? That's what sine tells you. And phi tells you that it's 45 degrees.
All right, so it's right.
Actually, that means it's negative 45 because this is your horizontal. In this case, it's negative 45.
So I drew it wrong.
Yeah. In this case, it's going to be negative 45. Because that's your x-axis. Kind of like your x-axis.
So you're saying it should be this instead?
Oh, wait. What is known is that the voltage across the generator leads the current in the circuit by 45. So the voltage across the generator leads the current.
So it should be here.
45, yeah. Sorry, I thought they just specified phi equals 45. Sorry, my bad. Voltage across the generator leads the current. Okay.
The voltage leads.
Voltage across the current leads comes first. Leads.
So that means XC is greater than XL.
Yeah, okay. X is greater than XL.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so
Leads comes first, I think. Gets higher first. That's what they say.
right, so that's not correct. It should be the other way around.
Yes, this voltage lead. This thing should lead it. But lead gets the
So it's saying the current leads or
They're saying the voltage leads. The voltage of the generator leads the current by 45 degrees. The voltage across the generator leads the current in the circuit by 45 degrees. Voltage across the generator leads the current by 45 degrees.
so this is my current.
If this is your current, then your voltage is going to lead it.
It should be a bit.
Yeah.
So you know you're confusing me, right?
I know. Final answer. That's it.
So this is
I confuse a couple of people in class.
So this is correct.
This is correct.
So then
The voltage across the generator leads the current by 45 degrees.
okay,
Comes first.
that's what
I apologize. Twice.
So, so now my is that correct?
Why?
If it's leading,
The voltage across the generator, voltage across the resistor.
oh, well, that's right. Right. So,
Literally.
this will be
Why are these both PR?
throw it off.
Voltage
So
across.
this is voltage. This should be
Yeah.
here.
So this is the voltage of.
This is the generator.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
And
so
from that question, what do you remember from the one that you picked? So
say that again.
remember that from last question.
Yeah.
Where you had multiple choice. That it say when the
The
current is
current,
zero.
when the current is zero, these are maximum.
Are these maximum?
No. So now I'll have to find that value.
But I mean,
These are that angle. Which is going to be the same.
but when this is zero, these have to be maximum. That means it can't be a
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So I got to come back to this distance. The angle of distance. No?
Yeah, I mean your phasor is your phasor is not in the right position right now. These have to be perpendicular to that.
Right, so
But I mean, do you have this value? Do you have this value in the distributor?
I make that part down. Trying to get the phasor part, then apply. Like you hear, because it said the first question is that t is equal to 0, find BC. I'm trying to get the concept of the phasor thing, because I thought I had it, but I didn't know. So it says, what is T? The first time after T is equal to 0, the magnitude of the voltage across the inductor is maximum. So that means I need to rotate it to 180, I need to take that from 180 degrees. From my 90 minus my 45, right? My 180 minus the quantity of 90 plus 45, right? Let's see, 45. Is that not correct?
How much?
45.
45. Okay. That's the theta. Yeah, that's the theta.
Right. So,
But I mean, draw it right. Well, I don't know why. I don't understand why you drew it like that. Honestly.
so I'll just do times, do the same thing we did last time. Phi over omega.
Yeah, but I mean, it's. What I'm trying to say is that in your phasor, VL is always perpendicular to VR. If this is your VL, VR is always have to be perpendicular to it. And this is your VE map.
So, this is like this, so this would be VR?
No, this is VE map, but these should be perpendicular to VR. That's what I was trying to tell you. This should be perpendicular to these.
So
Because
this should be the same as this then.
what should be the same as this?
So you're saying this VR should be the same as this V?
No, I'm saying that these just
Oh, when they're maximum.
at any moment they should be perpendicular to VR.
Okay, so how should I have drawn it?
Same thing. This is VR, but this is just these should have changed.
Oh,
This is EMF.
right, but I was trying to, then I blew this here because when it rotates and that goes this way, so I can get my zero down.
But yeah, when it rotates, these also rotate. So when these rotate, this
Oh, that does.
everything
I got what you're
rotates.
saying now.
Yeah.
So if I want to do my time, the same as I did last time.
At t equals 0, you want to draw it at t equals 0? This is just the general. This is at a random time. Because this is how they do it in default position. Like, this is kind of how they do it in default position usually. So at t equals 0, what do you know about the EMFs here?
So at t is equal to 0,
At
I
t equals
know my EMF is 0.
Right.
So, so this needs to go rotate. Needs to be here, right?
What
It needs to be vertical. My inductance needs to be vertical as well as my capacitance.
First, draw your EMF to be 0. That's what you know at t equals 0. Your EMF is 0. Okay. This is EMF. Right. Okay, now draw everything in reference to it, one at a time. Draw VR in reference to it. If this is 0, then d of r is going to be right. Right. Now draw VC in reference to those. Right. Why?
Why?
Yeah. Look at VC. VC. Look at VL. Yeah.
So, time t is equal to 0. Let me go back to my question. What is T1? The first time t is equal to 0 when the magnitude of the voltage across the inductor is maximum.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing we just did.
Let's see what?
Time was equal to the angle over omega.
Oh, okay. Did you just realize that the homework is repetitive?
Huh?
Did you just realize that the homework is
No,
repetitive?
I asked you that before you even went to the board.
Did you?
I asked you that.
Did I say no?
You said when you started explaining.
Yeah, because
I got that
because
part.
you're doing your freezers wrong.
Got it. Right, and so beyond all of that,
Yeah, it's certain-
you got me right on that part. Now you got me right on that part. I can't be.
Look, I cannot correct you if you want.
No. I'm saying you got me focused now. I
Okay.
understand the phaser part now, till I got that part. Now, there may be time I think I can roll the phaser thing. So if I got that, the rest of it comes off of that. So now I'm good with that. I'm really good with it. At least I think I am. And if I'm not, guess what? I'm gonna blame it on you anyway.
Well, at least you're honest about it. Alright, I'm gonna